I want to go back to Admiral Stavridis. And Admiral, you've dealt with student protesters before as the dean of the Fletcher School at Tufts University. Look, this is a tough situation. 100 students were arrested, and it really sparked a nationwide set of protests that we're seeing, as I said, all across the country. On the other hand, they put a 2 o'clock deadline. If this continues, do they have to do something? How complex is the situation right now, and what needs to get done?
Well, I'll start with this. I spent a lifetime in uniform defending the rights of those students to exercise free speech and to protest. Having said that, Chris, I did not defend, nor do they have the right to use the mantle of free speech to say things like kill all the Jews, destroy the state of Israel. They do not have the mantle of free speech to threaten Jewish students, to push them, to assault them. These are all documented instances, and in my view, they should not use free speech to protect a terrorist organization or to support a terrorist organization that rapes and mutilates and maims the way that Hamas does. So my view, if I were dean of a law school, which I was for 5 years, and by the way, my school, Tufts University, is taking the same stance as Columbia, which is, okay, you've come out, you've protested, you're now in violation of university restrictions because of the hate speech, because you're taking up space where we want to have, where we must have our graduation in a couple of weeks. Now it's time for you to, no pun intended, fold your tents and go. I think the next step, if students continue to defy in this manner, they should be suspended and or expelled from the university. And I'll close with this. The graduations that these protesters would interfere with and deny for the class of 2024, I guarantee you the vast majority of soon-to-be graduates of the 4,000 universities and colleges in the United States, those students want to graduate. Don't forget, they were the class of 2020, ding, 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 the pandemic class. None of them had a high school graduation. They want this college graduation. They deserve it. Legal protest, that's fine. Illegal protest, not fine.
But if there is a move to suspend them, a move to get them out of there, is there a way to do that without escalating the situation? How complicated is that?
Challenging, but let's, again, keep it in perspective here. This is not thousands and thousands of students. This is a distinct minority who have chosen to be in violation of university policy. And let's also remember this. Every one of those protesters who are now in violation of university policy, for every one of them who were accepted at Columbia, there were 20, 25 high school students who were rejected by Columbia. So I think Columbia will do just fine and find other great students to come. These who are in violation should be dealt with very sternly, to include suspension and expulsion. Final thought, yes, it could get messy, and yes, there will be some bad video. But the choices, you used the phrase a moment ago, Columbia might hold its graduation at an undisclosed location. Really? That's not a choice protesters in violation of university policy, mongering and hate speech should be allowed to create.
Admiral James Stavridis, thank you.